Would you watch any fancy movie? Dude, how many new Ali G movies gonna come out? We got Jews being funny again. Guys, got Jews being funny. That's why Sacha Baron Cohen's allowed to do that. He's allowed to do like Borat, and he's like one of the approved. This is what I'm telling you. This is why it's bullshit. Because he's like a Jew. He's allowed to like do Borat and poke the fun at Jews. And they're like, but that's not fair. But it's because you're not laughing at you're not really laughing at the jokes Borat makes. The irony is actually now when you watch it, you do. Because you actually, before like the whole racism thing was still a massive big thing. It really has only recently been like not been an issue. So we've got like basically like since when? The 70s? We've got to undo like 50 years of psyops of just being told that we're not allowed to like make judges on people's races. Just utter bullshit. Like I never did have any black friends anyway. Like it wasn't like I actively didn't like avoided them. Like I said, I actually did work with some black people in London and they weren't that bad. But then that was like 10 or so years ago, so yeah, it might have changed quite a lot in that time. Especially because I think I know, like, since COVID, the amount of corporate jobs for, like, white people has just gone down, like, astronomically. It's like, it's just been, like, 90% foreign people. Because they just call it Indians as the CEOs, and they'll aggressively just get rid of everyone in America and just give it to like the US, Indian jobs. For some reason, that's okay. I keep mentioning it every time someone posts that. I just go, "Why can't we just sue them for like racial discrimination?" Because you're not allowed to just hire like. So how are we getting away with that? You can't make a whole business Indian. But apparently you can. I don't know if that's like the next thing they're going to do or some shit. To try and ruin the companies, what they're going to do is... they're going to, like, the Jewish people again just try and, like, ruin the company. So what they're going to do is they're going to, like, run these, like, class action lawsuits against each one of these companies. Be like, well, you were a white man during the years of 2020 to 2024. It's so you have been heavily... prevented the jobs in any of these blue chip companies, and we're going to sue under a massive group action lawsuit. And that might be it, because this is all they're trying to do. They don't care. All the Jews want to do is just try and ruin these companies. So they've already done a really good job. The fact that they forced all of these like Indians in it's just inconsequential to like the shit that's happening with the companies. All of them have gone to shit. Nothing's been innovative. When was the last time you heard anything coming out from any of the big blue chip companies that you thought like, whoa? Microsoft, no, nothing, because everyone's just using AI. Everyone's just using AI because Indians can't create anything. So what they do is, like even the Indian CEO, he probably just goes like, AI. He just goes, ask Google. He's just asking Google, like, hey, ask Google, give me like 100-day plan for running a big tech company, and he'll follow like the most basic, whatever it turns out. But he's never going to be able to make anything. So it's probably the AI won't be able to really do that. It just regurgitates current ideas, and that's what's happening. Everything's just sort of going down in quality. Like nothing has come out of Microsoft. Like there's no new products, no new services, nothing. Apple, I know Apple isn't like really India based, but still, even like everything's just stagnated. For that exact reason, because when you just hire women and you hire black and Indians, they can't make anything. They're not designed for that. Women are designed to make children. They're not designed to work. It's just absolutely proven. And them just being on social media doesn't really count. That's all just a distraction. I told you, like, the women, even the women you see on X who are like pretending they're right wing and they're traditional, they're not. You can't be traditional and be online. That's just going to be a rule. It'll be something that we'll just discuss. People will like, just be like, yeah, you can't. It'll just become in 10 years' time. We'll just ban women off social media, and the women before who were like part of that, it'll be like known as like they'll just be the sobering lessons. They're just going to be like the case examples. Like I say, Katie will be one. They'll just be like cases again for like having these preventions for women. It'll just be all these like different case examples, but Katie will be one of them. Or we'll like make a like we'll use AI and stuff to like make a scenario of what she could have looked like if she just didn't like go get tattoos and she didn't like become super hardcore liberal and stuff. It'll probably just be like a picture of her just like looking like really content with a couple like she'd already have like 4 or 5 kids. She'll just have like a sort of not a super like mega like good looking husband, but she won't know any better. That's the main thing. Is the women won't know any different. The reason, like, the men... So, again, the perfect little allegory is if you're playing Harvest Moon... Like, I think a lot of people love playing, like, Harvest Moon. It's the one that I had for the PlayStation. And it's on the N64 as well. A Good Life or something. It's like, that's the best one, I think. Most people agree. But that's like a great allegory for like kind of how like life used to exist before modernization and like things like cities and stuff. I think cities do serve their purpose, but I really don't think they're just like they're good places at the moment for people to go. It just feels like, especially for women, if you go into a city as a woman, it's just like the most dangerous place. There is a reason, again, also why the men would be the ones who'd go to like work and they go into the city and stuff, because they could hold their own. But it's just like with women, it's just, and I'm talking like other temptations as well. It's not just that, but it's just like when they're like by themselves, separated from their family, and it's just they're like desperate for money, so they're gonna just do stupid things, and it's just so easy for them to then go on download like Tinder. And they're just gonna like match with some really bad people, and this is just where they get ruined, because if they go on Tinder and it's like they're just gonna like match with some fucking like Paris model or something like that, be some like Euro Chad who'll be like absolutely like fucking dope, like sexy as hell, and have like all these amazing professional photos he'll use on his profile, and it'd be like 6'4". He'll have like proper like super like chat looks matching features and stuff. Be absolutely ripped to fuck. And there'd just be like loads of pictures of him just in opulence as well. So it'd be like pictures of him in like in a really expensive cafe and like next to the Eiffel Tower and stuff, and him during one of his fat like model shoots. He's gonna be the guy where like he basically anytime he swipes left, he's always gonna get like a match. And he will be getting like hit up by absolutely every single woman, because there's just gonna be no woman who's gonna like ever see that. That's probably not how try and have a go. But the difference being, sorry, is that men probably do that as well, but they just accept and they understand kind of like where they are. So it's like if a man like swipes on like a 8 or a 9, you're just like whatever. Maybe there's like an absolute mid like like a tiny crumb that she just somehow is able just to she just has like some type of, you're just like her absolute type, and she just reads your profile and you just hit off like an absolute, you've got something really niche on there, and she loves that or some shit. But you're not gonna like lose sleep over it. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Women though, they'll like see these guys, and then they just like, it kind of like breaks their dopamine receptors a little bit. They start to like, they're unable to, you get loads of these like videos and posts where women just openly say like, Hi, hey, any girlies ever I feel like you haven't seen an attractive guy in like, the last month or so? When a woman said that, that's when she's like alpha widow. That's just when she's like gone on like Tinder. As I said to you, she would have like matched up with like, I'll just call him a Pierre or something like that. And Pierre will like, yeah, he's because she would have gone to London. She's like just turned like freshly 18, 19, and this is why it's like this is why you can see like what like the Jews and like stuff doing it. And they use because they just want to fuck the hot women. They just want to fuck the virgin women. That's what they want to try and do. So they go to uni, and then like they're gonna get like invited into like little dorms and stuff. And they're gonna be like, oh, isn't this like really quaint? But they're just gonna be like bored because like university is generally just like nothing. It really is nothing. It's just like, yeah, they give you, but a lot of it sometimes you just get given loads of free time. You might have like a class or two every day, but in the general scheme of it, you just have so much free time. So they're gonna just have a social media account. Everyone has a social media account, and then it just doesn't matter because then at that point they're also gonna have a profile picture of their face on it. That they'll probably then they'll just so they're just gonna like constantly their phones they're gonna just like be blowing up at the start, and it'll get to a point where they're just gonna put their notifications, and that's also important. They'll put like the notifications on silent because they're just so used to getting it, and they barely ever look at like their notifications because they're just gonna get so much shit. Every time it's just gonna be someone commenting, someone liking, someone now following them. And it's just gonna be like loads of like horny Indians and black guys because they'll just do that over any like white woman, and they're like 18 as well, so they're like brand new. And what they're probably doing is masturbating to his pictures. I'm not even kidding. Or it would just be like Indian kids who are like 12 or 13 because they all like don't. No one like cares what they do. I'm not even joking. There's loads of like kids in India that just get like they're pornoid by the time they're 12 or 13 because no one cares. Their parents don't care. They'll just give them like a computer and they just or a laptop. They just phones are in. They're just like watching porn. I've seen it. I've just seen loads of videos. We just see like little kids. They're not little. They're like 12 or 10 and just like watching like porn up. And my parents are just like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And it just doesn't really care. No one cares. It's all just retarded. Goes out, has a shit, and just like nothing else to do. So yeah, you're gonna go online, just follow these like fucking 18-year-olds who just come out of uni. And you're just gonna comment, and you're gonna have like a profile picture, which would be like, it's just gonna be you with like a smiley face, and your name will just be something like really generic. But like the woman is too dumb to like think about like who it is. But if someone's hiding their face, it's not because of like, I'm so worried that someone's going to steal my identity. That's the biggest cope ever, because it's just not. It's just because they're going to be ugly Africans and Indians, and they know that if they have a picture of them, like, looking Indian, just, like, the stupid face or something, no one will give them a time of day. That's why they also don't speak in Indian. They know that, like, X has a feature to translate it, but they just know that no one will even bother to click translate. So they speak in English. And it's just, that in itself is just really funny. They wanted to be us so bad. They just want to be us. The Jews have like cut them some deal, I think, where they'll say like, if you can help us take over the West, we'll just let you be like the main people there. We'll let you and like the black people and like well, they can have Canada and black people can have like the USA. I think that's what the Jews plan is. Just keep suppressing Whitey, just keep suppressing him, so that Whitey just doesn't want to, like, isn't gonna have kids, doesn't want to fight back, hasn't got any money. Force all the women to just be, like, hyper-fixated and, like, materialist and stuff. Yeah, so anyway, the woman will just go on, she'll be in, like, her dorm, and she'll just be, like, bored, and then, like, all of a sudden, like I say, like, Pierre was just gonna, like, be on hit her up on, like, Instagram, just be like, do you like want to come around my apartment? Like I'm just visiting from Paris. We can get sushi or something like that. And of course, like she's gonna do that because she's just got like nothing better to do, and like now she's like smitten. Like there's a chance this dude's gonna like, I don't know. But it's not. He is just like he is just living the best life. He's just like one of these like mega super lucky people where he's just drowning in pussy. So his game is he is in town, yeah, and he's probably like in town for ages. He's probably there for like like a month or so, just doing like different fashion shoots. And even like that, he's hyper exaggerating. So yeah, he probably does have to like do in that month he's in London. He probably has like 2 days where he's doing filming. So that's probably like sits down for like a couple of hours and like makeup, and he just has to walk up and down the fucking like catwalk for a couple of hours. But he'll make out like that's really difficult, and he gets paid like millions or hundreds of thousands for that. But the game you'll learn when in life is it isn't actually how much out you do. That never gets you credit. Then what gets you credit is like talking about how hard what you do is. That's the real grift. So every time you like hear someone who like effectively just be like a Bitcoin millionaire, and all that just basically means is they bought weed on like Silk Road in like 2009 or something, or 2000, whenever Bitcoin was like just coming up, being used in like the original Silk Road. Most of them, these stories, it's just some shit like they just realized they had like a wallet of like 80 Bitcoin in it, because literally Bitcoin would have been worth like less than $1 back then, and they just literally just had like a bit of a weed fund, which probably just they would have easily at that point, because this is why it's ironic, because they'd be like they'd be like, I'm so smart because I just happened to have 89 Bitcoin left in my account, and they'll sell that for like God knows how much. Even at the what is that now, 60 grand. So what's that? It's like 3 million, 4 million. You could then argue, well, if you actually looked at your wallet history, it says here, like, you paid something here for, like, 400, what was that? And he'd be like, oh, yeah, that was when I bought, like, a quart of weed or Silk Road. And you're like, so what? So then you actually, you obviously just got 80 there, but actually you spent 5 times that, so you spent, like, 15 million to buy some weed. But they won't mention that bit. They won't talk about that part. That part is, that's just, well, no, they only care about the fact they were just lucky and they just had a little bit of like the change left over, and then they've turned that into like, they just sold most of that for like liquid funds, so that's just like money in a bank and they don't have to worry about it. And then they're going to just spend the rest of their time because they don't want to just like not do anything, so they'll just set up a shitty like YouTube account, and it's just every single day it's kind of the same shit. They're just like saying these like generic platitudes, and it's like, what actually did you do to get rich? And they'll like try and gaslight you and tell you like they just did some heavy investments and stuff at the right time. But that's like the like if you get a job and it's like gastro hygienist, whoa, I'm going to be like cleaning like lab equipment and stuff. And it's like, no, you're not. A gastro hygienist just means like you're cleaning like pots and pans. You're just a dishwasher. It's that sort of stuff when you're like a custodian instead of just being like a janitor. Like education custodian. You're like, whoa, that sounds so dope. You're just a janitor. I'm a penitentiary custodian. That sounds like pretty cool. That sounds like you're like a warden or something. No, you're just like the janitor. And that's what they do. So then they just like and it's because like they have like desperate Indians and black guys, because like crypto really was just like another kind of like gambling, but for them. And they're just too dumb to kind of like realize anything and how volatile it is. And that the guy again isn't got like the critical thinking skills I do, where I realise that is generally what it is. Like, it only happens to these people. Because my dad's a little bit into it. He's always like, oh, I follow this guy. I was like, how did you get big? And he's like, oh, he just held Bitcoin like before it got big. I was like, that doesn't count. That would be like me winning the lottery, and then I just start a channel, and I'm like telling people like tips on how to win a lottery. It would be on that same kind of bullshit. I'd be like, dude, when you want to play the lottery, always pick your own favorite numbers, because then you've got consistency. It doesn't make any sense. Because technically you have just as much chance of winning the lottery, just putting like your numbers down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And people will like say, oh no, when in history has there ever been like more than whatever consecutive numbers? It doesn't matter. I think it still is just as much. It's just as much chance. Nothing is prohibiting it from doing that. because you can argue the numbers that there might be some numbers that have come up a couple of times. That I think that has been the case. There are certain like lottery numbers that have just been drawn. But my case of that will be, I don't think it's going to be the same lottery. It's probably like they just combined all the winning lottery numbers in the world and fine, like whatever. I don't know what that can infer, but that's not really valid. Or it doesn't matter. That's just a. I'd call that what you. I call that like a statistical expectation. Is that if you just run like huge surpluses of like random numbers, sometimes you just get phenomenon like that, where it's just like, oh well, that's just part of it, just being so open-ended. There's like loads of different things of that. It's like how it was really funny because there was a film which was, it was actually really not bad. It was called like Number 23, and this was like back when like I think it was Jim Carrey. No, or Nicolas Cage. No, what is it that fucking happens? Oh, I think it is. It's called the Number 23 or something. I watched it with my girlfriend. It was just like a like crappy horror movie. You just sort of like, I just sort of like smooch to, I guess. But I recall, like, he was some kind of, like, schizophrenic, and I think it was Jim Carrey, and he was, like, doing a serious role. It was really weird. And he was, like, some schizo, and he ended up, like, I think there was a part at the start of the film which was, like, quite funny, where it's, like, it's, like, in the 60s, and there's like some like woman, like some husband in a nuclear family comes back, like, honey, I'm home, and it's like a perfect like little like cul-de-sac, and then like it just cuts that she's just written like all these numbers all over the wall and stuff, all in like marker pen, and he like, what is all this, honey, and I can't remember like what she does, but I think someone dies, someone ends up getting killed. And then it just sort of like cuts to like the modern day, and it just cuts to like what's his face, the main character, and he's just got like all of these like different things, and he's got like I seem to like recall he was in like a mental place, but anyway, he starts going on about the numbers, and it's just this bullshit where it's just like, oh, if you add all these numbers up, it's like, did you know if you add all the numbers up for 9/11, so 9, 11, 2 and 1, that makes 23. And it doesn't even actually bring that in. I thought that was quite risky, because I think that film came out like in like 2006 or so, and I was like, are they allowed to make fun of that? So that was quite fun. But it's just like, they were just putting all these events that happened. Yeah, so it was that. And it's like they're able to work out like the future of the disasters, because it like tells you the day, and it's like the number next to us are the casualties. So I think it's like the film you follow like a couple of disasters, but the plane crash one was fucking amazing. That's probably like one of the worst plane crashes, like in terms of how fucked it, in terms of disturbing, because that would not happen in a real plane crash. I'm just telling you now. So basically, he's like, he gets the tip off that there's this like, he's got, because it gives you the date and then it gives you the coordinates and then it tells you like, how many people are going to die. It's like not bad. It wasn't like not a bad film. Um, I can't remember the ending actually. Because there was something with a nuclear bomb, but that's not that. That was a different film. It's not that. I can't remember. But the scene that just stood out, it's the only probably good one. I'm not gonna lie to you, just don't even watch it. Just probably just type in, because this bit is probably where they put all the budget in. But it's generally to this day, it's still a really like horrific plane crash. He's got the tip, and he's like waiting, and he's like really confused because he knows the number of people who are going to die is something like however many like a 747 can say. I want to sound stupid, so that should be like 700, but it's like a fully laden like plane, and so it's like there's like it might be like let's just say 300 people. It's 300 people, and the main character's stuck in traffic, and he's like, it's just raining heavily, and there's like a guy with a sign to like trying to like conduct traffic, and he's just like holding like the stop and start sign to try and like stop the flow and things. And the character's just like sad trying to like peer through his like blinders because the window opens, and he's like confused because he's gone to another event before. I think the one before is it's like a subway crash or something like that. And he's there, and he witnesses like it's like a bit like Final Destination. So like then because he's got like guilt because he's trying to stop it, but he just can't. So he's just traumatizing himself really, when you think about it. But he's just got this weird guilt to try and stop it. So I don't remember. It's like a weird Final Destination thing or something where he thinks maybe, or he just thinks maybe he can stop it or something. And then like No, I remember now. He's driving in like a really like really rainy like road, and then suddenly he stops, and then he's stopped by a policeman who's holding like the signal, and then he comes out of his car, and he's like, "What seems to be the problem, officer?" And he's like, "There's two cars have collided into each other up ahead. Unfortunately, the road's going to be stopped for a while. I turn around about you," and then like. Because then that's the red herring. Because then you think like, okay, so the people who died, they're going to be in the plane crash. Sorry, they're going to be in that car. But then you're like, I remember it specifically says something like 300 people, and that's probably only going to be like, you're not going to get 300 people like that unless it was some super pileup, which obviously it wasn't. Because by the way the police officer's talking, it didn't even seem like it was necessarily fatal. He just says like two cars have collided up ahead. That doesn't necessarily mean that like anyone's dead. So like you watching it, you're just kind of like, oh, so maybe the prediction is wrong. The red herring. And then like. So the camera is pointing like behind the main character as he's like say, "Okay, no worries, thank you, officer. I'll get in my car. I'll go and find another route." But as he says that, he's like literally about to turn around. He like catches like the police officer just looks really fucking scared. He drops his like board on the floor. And all of a sudden, like Nicolas Cage's character, he like turns around and like he's like looking exactly like what, and then the policeman like runs away as well. And then Nicolas Cage turns around, he sees exactly like what the police officer sees. It's like there's a fucking plane that is just like, it's like banking really, really heavily. So it's like the wings are effectively like almost like that, and it just like careens into view because there's obviously like all this fog and rain. As you can see, like it just finally comes into view. It's not that far away from like where Nicolas Cage's character is, because again he knows where the coordinates were. So and what it does is it hits into the power lines because it's like a big power girder there, and it hits into the power lines, like just breaks them all off. The wing like then hits into like the motorway, and and like cuts a big groove and just like, cuts like bifurcates like the motorway. And I think it might have taken out like Nicolas Cage's car as well. And then as the plane comes down, the wing snaps off, and the fuselage then like slides across the floor and then just goes on fire. And it's just it then rolls about 100, 200 feet from like where like it then hit. And then this is the bit which is like unrealistic, but it's really effective for it being a movie. Because in reality, because of the amount of fuel that would just been on that plane, and just the speed it would be traveling at, and how heavy it is, and all that, it would have just like exploded. As in, like, it would just like hit the ground and just explode into fire. And you know, as gruesome as it sounds, sometimes people can survive because there's just like a lot of times just freak luck. It'll be like you just happen to be in a seat, and like as the fuselage like crumples into the ground, it like just somehow like the metal just forms like some kind of barrier around you, so you don't get like killed in the fire, but everyone around you does. And those are normally like the survivors, or it's just that the fireball just erupts around you, and you just happen to be in this like halo area of the plane where it's like there's no fuel, there's nothing over fuel around you. And those are like the kind of people where every time there's a plane crash, sometimes, or sorry, they are extremely maimed, but they survive like because paramedics can heal them, but they're like usually got life-changing injuries. Very rarely you're gonna get someone who's like gonna just like there's an instant like that and just walk. They're standing up and like walking around. But anyway, so then Nicolas Cage, he's like trying to help out because again, this is the whole story. And he just like there's like a perfectly because obviously the wing is like cut like a perfect like cutway. He's just like plundering through that. And it's just like devastation everywhere, and it's like you just immediately see all these like flaming bodies just on the floor, just like absolutely they're gone. Just like, and he's like, oh my god, oh my. When someone goes, fire, just runs out, and he's just immediately dead. He's like, oh my god. He's just trying to like, anyone need help? Anyone? He's like, I can use some help. And then it's sorry, he's like, the engine's just like ferociously just on like the side. And the guy's like, I can use some help. Oh yeah. And the engine just goes. He's like, he's gonna suck to the engine just goes, the metal just goes, nearly kills like Nicolas Cage character. And then there's just like loads of like a whole aisle of people, and it's just like you just see him just getting soaked in petrol. Because they got the seatbelts on, they can't get out. It's like fucking crazy. It's like someone also just snort loads of cocaine. It's like, oh yeah, this is no. Make them so they're sitting in the seats, and then like the guy, Nicolas Cage, is just about to free them. He's just trying to get the bell off, and then as he does, all this like petrol just like falls out, aviation fuel just falls on their lap, and there's a little spark next to him. And then Nicolas Cage is trying to like, and he's like burns his hands like ah, and then like he's like, don't worry, I got you, and he grabs like one and he like rips his arm off. It's just like, and then like he goes, oh, and drops on the floor, and some jackals come. It's like sort of shit. It's like some weird cuckery. It's like the Jews that made it. It was like it wasn't good enough, you die. It's like the same with like Final Destination. It's like there's like this real humiliation aspect to the way they died. It's like it's not good enough they just die. It's not good enough death just kills them in their sleep. Death has this weird, strange, like humiliation ritual thing where like, every person that dies in Final Destination is in some really fucking strange, like mental bending reality phenomenon. Which like normally they die in like a really humiliating way. So they're normally they're getting burned alive, or like they're getting like their organs sucked out of their assholes, or like some like getting impaled by something in a really undignified way, or their head gets like cut off. Do you know the way? There's like certain things where you would probably just be like, if you had to go to your best mate's funeral, you're like, well, how did Trevor die? And you're like, a horse kicked him in the head in India. You just think that's funny. You just be like, he's ruined. It's like, that's what I'm saying to you. It's like the Jews worked it out. So that's why when you do watch these things, where you just like horror movies, where it's like, it just feels like the deaths are like a little like, they're like, sometimes you can have creative deaths and they can be like really fun. But then it's just like, when it feels like it's like a weird like humiliation part to it. It's like a weird cuckery to it. It's not like, not good enough that you die. It's like, we're going to make it so you're going to die in like a really humiliating way. It's like your body's gonna go on fire, and then you're gonna get like pissed on, and then like loads of dogs, wild dogs will come to start like chewing your body up, and like I don't know. Yeah, you get fed to piranhas, so your body just doesn't even exist anymore. But it was generally good. Like I said, the rest of the film I don't think it's worth watching because I don't remember anything. Another sick as fuck film as well was on the same kind of like league as like those. I'd call them like, what would you call them, like C/B tier movies? They're like, because Nicolas Cage did this one as well. This was actually like around the Nicolas Cage hype when he was doing like Wicker Man and like he was just doing everything. He was like the Rock isn't that guy anymore, but he was like the Rock. He was just in everything. But he never did anything. He never won any like proper awards. He was just always known as like the best B-lister, the best C-lister. He could never ascend. He just never had a film where it was like even fucking Brendan Fraser won one eventually from doing that fat movie. But no, Nicolas Cage never made it. He was just always the king of cornballs. But he just played those. He could just play that role really well. That's what I'm saying. It's like, but that's what I'm saying. It's just he's like a method. Oh, I won't call him method. That's not the right term. He's just like a character actor who's very good at doing like that kind of role. Just sort of playing like a. He can be like gruff and serious because he's not like a weakling. He's got like a bit of humor to him. He was a bit like a Liam Neeson, like an American Liam Neeson. But he could just act pretty well. But it's like I said to you, it's just like anything you saw him in, he just knew like it wasn't gonna be him necessarily. He was gonna like be the thing that you were gonna go away from the film that was cool. It was gonna probably be the story of the film or like some set piece that happens there. You're never gonna be like, whoa, Nicolas Cage is so fucking good in that. He would just always be like good. Nicolas Cage is always like, if you're like, you remember if you do GTA and it's like you can hire the people to do the heist, you get like a little portfolio and you like each one of them you have to pay, like the more expensive ones are the really good ones. So like your Tom Cruises or your Kurt Russell. They're like your top two. Dun. But on that, there was another film called oh no, it was about like what was it? It was like he could see 5 seconds into the future, and it was such a good concept. It was just such a good concept. There was like so many. On my autistic brain, it just did like it was over because they just never dwell on it. I don't. It's like great, whatever. You don't know how he got said powers. You have no idea. It never goes into it, I don't think. So you don't know if he's just supernatural. He's got some kind of like mutation. This is a new thing humans can do. He's breaking the laws of physics. He's not been granted by an alien. He's not like a medical experiment. It's not like some sophisticated AI. This is all before that, and these are all like sort of things that you could do now. I could totally imagine there being a movie like I could make a really sick movie about like people who've been augmented in the future and they like incorporate AI into them. You could like that would just be an excuse for you to do some really sick choreography, like Matrix style, because you could just like argue like you've got like some kind of interface in your brain. You're able to like it just can calculate like people's moves. It's almost like it could just then become like an interesting story about at what point is there any beauty in fighting if we're just leaving it to like machines to just do it for us. You know what I mean? There's no soul in it. But no one wants to hear my story. They'd rather hear like about a black man who probably like I don't know, eats as a chicken. Like, go just like LeBron James or something. You can see him with his big monster chin. Hey, how you doing, man? Good, man. They always do a lot of like hugging and stuff. Hey, what do you do, man? Yeah, sorry, play the game against the Katyklism Eagles. I'm sorry if you got a couple of 6-1s on the side, man. Yeah, you were son. Anyway, I was gonna be on this. When I was like there with like a chicken you gotta know like how you gotta play that thing. Cause when I'm down the Gog South Outpound, gotta run, say what's gotta do, well, you know what, you gotta do that, yeah, and they just talk like that for like 40 minutes. There's a little black people do this. They're just watching porn, or they're watching, like, listening to them. They got like Nick rock music in the background. It's like, do, 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 love your OnlyFans wife, do, 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 do. Oh yeah, and boo. Wow. Egypt's gonna kick Argentina's ass. The goy must be really upset. Not like anyway, is Kay like tra la la. She's kind of milking it at the moment. She's like, her views. I just don't even think like I don't know if 200 views is that 200k views is that. It's probably not bad. I don't know. Is that gonna? But it's just great. I'm just telling you. Do you know why it's great? It's because like I'm just about entering into my prime now. As a bloke, because like as a man you have to like accrue stuff. Women don't. Women lose it. So by the time like Kay's at my age, no one want to listen to her anymore because that's the fallacy for women. When men and women turn 18, there's basically like two sandglasses that go down for both. The one for women, it's like that's your halo period. The one for men is almost like that's like your period of like being invisible and just like no one's gonna treat you with any respect in like society. Like once you like hit that hourglass, which is usually the wall, like most men in their 30s, you've kind of got like some traction going on. You got kids, or maybe you're married, or you got a house, and then you start to like accrue stuff, and also you got wisdom as well. And generally, like the women do prefer men when they're like a bit more like manly looking, which you're going to look more like when you're like officially in your like 30s. And then also as a bloke, you kind of know what it's different for me because as again I'm a bloke, I am allowed to be picky, so I do know what I want in a woman now. It's not the same for women. This is why like when you see these stupid videos on TikTok where it's like women who are like in their 30s and they're like, I know exactly what I want to have in a man, and they list this like absolute insane list. They don't realise that like what they're putting up for stakes is not the same as what I am. It's not the same. We've been lied to. You're not the same as me. Because again, if we were the same, right? we would all be a man or a woman, and there'd be no such thing as gender. But we're not, and that very reason is the reason we're different. It's just that easy. I don't know why that's so hard for you to get inside people to understand. It's like why are dogs and wolves different? For loads of different reasons. If they weren't, there wouldn't be a difference. The dogs would be wolves, or wolves would be dogs. There's a reason they are different. It's the same with men and women. You can't like argue there's a different term for something and then they say they're the same. It's like that's like the most easy way I can think about it. Here's a car and here's a motorbike, but I want you to treat them both the same. Okay. I mean, they're similar, but there's very big differences, exactly, but you're going to have to treat them both the same. And also, all of the disadvantages that you get from both, you need to try and, like, make it equal. So, like, for the motorbike, you know, you got to, like, think of a way to improve its stability, and for the car, you need to think of a way to, like, shrink it down more. That's just all bullshit. So you just end up, like, ruining both things. And that's essentially what DEI is. It's just, DEI is basically, we're going to take all of the best stuff from the best people and the hardest workers, and we're just going to give all of that to like the people from the bottom. That's all it is. It's like communism. It's basically just communism. Because the only people who lose out on DEI are the smartest, best people. And the only people who win in DEI are the most stupid retards. So every time you get like these like Indians and blacks, and they're like so amazed, they're like, "Whoa, I can't believe like I got." Yeah, it's like because there's like, you've got. I can't imagine how much and people have done it. There's people who are white and they've like done it, where they've like then made a fake account and said they were Indian, just gave themselves like an Indian name. Because you don't have to put a picture on your like your CV or whatever. And he said like he did that, and immediately he got like 4 or 5 calls. Not like in a day, but in a week. He was like had 5 interviews because he's that so. And then like Kay will be like, no, that's racist. But then she's living in the halo effect as well, because then she'll be like, no, I remember finding it really easy to get a job. But again, because she's living in the halo effect, because she's a woman. And it's like a different experience for her, because she'll apply to like any like fucking KFC or something, and I'll talk you through the example. So then the Indian guy who runs the KFC, right? He knows he's going to be hiring someone who will be like, he's going to be the boss to them. So who does he want to hire? Even though like he knows that I have like, even though I'm older, like I just have more experience, and I'm just like proven that I can work in places for a long time, and I've got like good records. So, or like Katie, who essentially is just a girl who'll get tired, have periods more, might go on holiday because she gets pregnant, and like they can't do anything about that. And loads of other reasons. Who would he hire? He's going to hire Katie because. Firstly, she's a woman, so there's just always, because there's now a power imbalance, there's always a chance now he could get bobbed with a gene. Because there might be, in his brain, because he's retard, and he's watched so much porn, he'll just think that, like, Katie will, like, and during the interview, he'll see, like, Katie's covered in tattoos and stuff. And then also, because Katie doesn't want to seem racist, she will be, like, overly, like, chatty and not flirty, but just like overly compensating to like not seem racist to that Indian guy. And what that does is the Indian guy then starts to think that Katie will like fancy him. And like, to show you how like deluded, by the way, it'll be like he will look really disgusting. Like, because women just aren't gonna say it, because we know this. Women are just, they like see like Gorlock the Destroyer and they'll be like, oh yeah, 10 queen. Women don't do that. Women just lie. They just happily lie, or they just do it because it's like it's a way for them to not get beaten up and killed. It's basically what it is. They know they're weaker than us, so they're not going to lie to us. Sorry, they're not going to tell us the truth and say like, "Oh, I think you're a creep," unless they know that someone can protect them. So when Kay's like at like Domino's or KFC or wherever it is, they're now working as a pizza person. Anytime like her Indian boss comes, she's gonna be like really like, oh hello there, how you doing, all right? And he'll be like, he be used to being an Indian, like everyone just like yelling and swearing, you know, because that's all they do in India. They hate each other. So suddenly there's like a white girl who's like naively like doing this. So then like yeah, then it'll just gonna then what ends up happening is there'll be like there's just going to be an evening where, like, both them, like, Hayes just not going to think anything about her because she has no sexual interest in that like, Indian dude whatsoever. But that Indian dude, he's been watching, again, like, too much porn. And he's probably, like, looked up, like, pizza manager porn. And this is why the Jews make this sort of porn as well, so they want this situation to happen. And they'll be like... It'll be like in this scenario, they'll be like, because they do it, because the Jews will, like, they'll find, like, a couple of like really westernized looking Indian dudes who are like basically just look like me. They're like so white, but technically they are Indian. And then they'll have them like fuck. There'll be like a scenario where like he's the manager of a pizza place. He's like the manager of a pizza place. And it's like exactly the same scenario that he's in now with Katie, and it's like the porn actress, and she'll look like Katie as well, because this makes it even more funny. So the woman will be covered in like loads of tattoos, and like just and just like really sexualized ones as well. And this is again like Katie doesn't understand this. She just doesn't get it. She just thinks like. She wants to like be able to strip, but like to people who aren't masturbating to her. And I'm telling you, there actually could be a way that could happen. But Kay won't like the answer. I know what it is. It's my plan. But like she won't like what the answer is. But so she's just had all these tattoos, like especially like ones in between her tits and stuff. So like the Indian guys do 2 porn brains, and he doesn't understand that. And because he's like her boss as well. He knows that he can give her special favors and stuff, and like Kay will be like desperate as well because like they deliberately made it so like she's not gonna get very much money, and so he'll like tease her and stuff with overtime, and always make sure that like they're always gonna be alone and things, and he can like be a bit pervy. So it probably will just start with things like he's just gonna like. I'm telling you, I have a power, but I'm gonna use it. He'll like probably start by like just masturbating to like, the videotapes. You like when you'll probably like be making the boxes for the pizzas and stuff. Something you just do where you're like, it's not like the shop's not like necessarily making pizzas. You just like because he'll say he's counting money in the office, so he'll have to lock his door, and there's no camera in there. But he'll be doing so probably just like be beating off to you, like just like make it like cleaning stuff every time you like bend over and things. He'll just be. I've just spoken with so many Indians and just how horny they get when they just anything of white women. And so when Pokemon Main's assistant was like told her, he's an Indian guy, of course he was. All the most deplorable, worst, fucked up porn is always from Indians demanding it. And because there's so many of them, they just make it so the category men like searching for most is incest porn. It's like, no, it isn't actually. It's because you've got like 700 million Indians who have got like the IQ of a retarded like white guy, and they just keep like looking up like cat porn, dog porn, like animal porn, white woman doing animal porn, child porn. It's like they don't care. No one cares. They're all so retarded. Imagine a country just of like retards. Just like imagine a country of like people who have Down syndrome. They're white and have Down syndrome. When you see Modi, he's like stumbling around and he's like got this, like the grin on his face, like you like think he's like actually a genius because they gaslight you and they tell you that they tell you that the reason he talks like that is actually because he's Indian, and it must be really difficult to speak English as well. So you just give him this like benefit of the doubt, but it's not. It's because his IQ is like 80 or 75. Because I've heard people who are bilingual and they're fluent and they're smart. You can tell that their IQ is 135, and they can just like hear someone speaking it in like a different language, and it just be able to respond really quickly. So anytime you like hear like any brown or black person, and it's like you know they obviously do know like English or something like that. It's usually like black Africans when you talk to them. You know, like, speak to them, and it takes them like 5 seconds to process it. You like speak to it, and it's like literally they're like buffering. And you go like, oh yeah, Charles, did you have yourself a good lunch? And he'll be like, yes, yes, simple, yes, I did have a good lunch, thank you. Yes, did you? It's just like that's not like some mysticism. It's not some. He's from the Congo. He's speaking Congolese or whatever the fuck they speak there. It's not. He's just his brain takes him that much longer to do. It's like, when you did those like maths tests where they gave you like a 12 by 12 grid and it was like 12 times tables and they like did it. The person like who could do that the fastest. That's basically like kind of like a passive IQ test. That's how fast it takes you to get that information, and like how many do you get right? Like if you get 100 out of 100 and you do it the fastest, you're probably gonna have a very good IQ. It's not good enough just to like then like black people are like given like extra time and like for some, and that's the DEI part. It's like you'll have someone who's like got 140 IQ. And they're like, no, we gotta like make equals. So we're gonna like retard the 140 guy, and then like give loads of credit to the retarded black guy, because that seems to be the way to do it. Like, no, fuck that. Just kick the black guy away. Get rid of him. It's retarded. No use in society. They don't make anything. They don't do anything. They don't do anything. All they do is they just consume, ride off the pigtails of like other societies and other inventions. And the only use they have is simply just the amount of them they have. And oh my god, I think Egypt's gonna win. This is going to be a really strange thing. I don't care about Goyball at all, but it's just, to give you context, that means that Brazil and Portugal both get knocked out by effectively, like, Portugal got knocked out by Norway, which is like, they're doing really well. So that is not that bad. But Argentina, or Messi, and they're on 2-0, that makes me think there's a real, again, all of this is like fixed, by the way. All the FIFA and everything, and we've already seen like Trump did stuff, and FIFA is corrupt, and it's like this all could be orchestrated. They might just be like, yeah, we want like we're gonna give the Anglos some. We want to start the race war. We're gonna make it so like either like Norway or the UK win. That's just gonna make everyone really pissed off. Or maybe they do. Maybe they make it so Egypt wins, because that would be even more humiliating. This is what I'm saying. It's all just be orchestrated. You just don't know what's happening. You have no idea what's happening. All you know, every time the game starts, the manager just literally comes in and he's like, look, if you want to keep your mansions and things, you know how the game's played. You don't say a word about this. And if you say any of it, you'll get snuffed out. You'll just get killed. Although I don't think so, because I think someone would have cracked by now. Someone would have cracked. Someone would have just said, there, the game's over. Yeah, it's all just a fucking scam. It's all a scam. Like, seriously. Once the boomers go in like 10 years, there's just going to be a new wave of politicians that are going to come in. And they're all going to be just like really, really not going to put up with this like fake boomer, what would you call it? Like, it's just when you go into corporate jobs, like, you know, and you work, there's this falseness that everyone has. It's like, I think people, especially in politics, people, that's just where it's very important. And I think people will just probably start to, and I think once things do like that change in politics, it then seeps into how they work and stuff, because they'll sort of look up and be like, what do our leaders do? And they'll just be like, they're, you know, that's sort of the way like Andy Burnham, Kist, all these like fucking leftoids who are just, they speak robotic because it's like they know they've painted themselves to the corner. They know that like Rome is burning around them. And it's not even like they're narcissistic. It's like they can't accept it's wrong. They're not able to say multiculturalism's failed. Even like I say to you, if like a school bus just drove in, like there was like a bus, some kind of like a large like lorry and drove into a school and just ended like all these children, white kids. No, they wouldn't do anything. They just wouldn't care. Sorry, they'd probably like they'd obviously agree sort of, you know, thing like generic sort of like, oh, thoughts and prayer bullshit, but it will just get nothing will come from it, and they'll just say it's like a fucking mental health issue, because that's just a saving grace now. A black person's is allowed to have an IQ of like 80 or 70, and if he does anything bad, it's just, you can just blame him. You can just always just say it's a mental health issue, and that's just what they're doing. Because when you're at that function, you shouldn't be allowed to actually be given loads of rides, but for some reason it's like there's some kind of bypass where it's like IQ is not really something that anyone's like taking into like proper consideration yet. We should really just be using it. It's just like, even if people just want to contest it, we'll just let you just, like, I don't know, you just take the test again, like, whenever you want. You can take it whenever you want. If you can somehow beat it and you can somehow get like 160, you're adamant you can do that. You think like, fine, you failed it, and you think you can somehow just like click through it. I mean, we'll have ways to just prevent things like that happening. But like, you know, you can just like, you might just be able to like play the game. You just fucking just click the right buttons. Score a high score, go for it. Absolutely go for it. It's just stupid. Just gives you like a general ballpark figure. Like, it would probably just be within 10 points. Are you like 90 to 100, 100 to 110, 110 to 20, 30 to 40, 50, 60, 70. And then that can just be like a very basic thing. It probably ends up like, you know, there was a game, an episode of Research called the Rating Game, where all the Ashleys gave like all the kids like a rating, and it's really interesting because that was like a hard episode to find. There was like a couple of channels that had like every episode. This is my like little subs. And there was a couple of them that had compilations of all the Recess episodes. There was a couple of Recess episodes that I do remember, but like, it was interesting that they're like the only versions of them they have, like from like weird sporadic channels where it's like someone's obviously uploaded them, which makes you wonder like why. But I'll see if I can like, honestly, this is really crazy. I'll try and see if you can like work this out. So one of the episodes is called The Substitute. And effectively what it is it's like Miss Grokey has like laryngitis or something, so she's going to be off for a week. So they get a substitute teacher in, so they're like all really giddy because they think it's going to be some pushover and they're going to be able to like just like walk all over them. And then when like Principal Brickley comes to introduce him, he's like some like fuck off like stern like army, like he looks like he looks like Clint Eastwood, and he just doesn't take shit at all from any of the kids. And immediately just teaches discipline into the kids and makes them like do like labor and like hard labor to just try and like build character. And he sets them like this challenge where they've got to like do a project on anything they want. And they've got like a week to prepare for it, and then that will be like part of the, like their closing grade, which I don't know why he's allowed to like make that choice, but anyway, I think that episode got banned, or it was being suppressed because it was like a good story to teach about like why sometimes having a strong patriarchal person is very important in education. And isn't it interesting how, when was Recess, like 97, 98? So we've pivoted from like that to now effectively like most schools now you're only going to probably get hired if you're like gay as a man or bi or like trans. And they don't want that. They've basically removed all of like the, you know, like when you watch Harry Potter, and like all of the main like top dudes, like the like, you know, Snape is an intimidating motherfucker. You've got like Albert Dumbledore, who's just like, he knows really smart and he's just like a good man. They've got rid of that. The Jews have do it at the end. They've just they don't want that because they know that those are the like they're going to be like the people who are going to give the kids the good actual good advice, and not like trans people get like, yeah, just fucking vote Democrat, man, vote Democrat. You'll have like some old ex-army guys just like teach you about other stuff and like just maybe more things to do with like being Republican and like liking where you come from, not just having a deep set shame. So that was what? The next episode was called Germ Warfare. So that already probably ticks off a couple of reasons why. But Germ Warfare is an episode where like Gus discovers about bacteria, and he essentially just becomes like a hypochondriac and has OCD. And I can actually see probably why they would have removed that. Or if there is like some crazy like Mexican TV show that's like has the license to just play like old like 90s like Disney shows, they probably would remove that episode because you get it, because like there's like a scene, I know even that made me feel a bit uncomfortable considering now with like COVID, where it's like Gus like TJ's like, hey, where's Gus gone? And he like goes into like the boys' bathroom. You can see Gus with like a proper like what was it called, like a cleaning brush, and he's just like loads of soap suds, and he's like scraping his arm going, get off me, and he's just like, guys, I think Gus might be on the edge. I was like, oh my god, because like that was just very reminiscent. And anyway, it basically just ends up becoming like he tries to sterilize everything, but it's like I can just see that might have been taken off because of COVID. The next episode was this one called The Ratings Game. Now, this is where I was talking about the IQ. And I'm wondering if that's why. There's basically like, or I think this could be a good allegory for like what Jews don't want, which is like actually giving races like different ratings, which is what we need to do. Like Indians would just get like a 2 or 1. Black people probably get like a 3 or 4. Brown people, as in like, I don't know, Mexicans, and like Chinese, and Japanese, and whites can all be like 9 and 10. It's literally how it needs to be, I'm afraid. They actually basically give everyone like cards, and each one of them is what they're rating. Naturally, it just causes a huge divide, and then like, all of like the gang don't want to hang out with each other. So I think like Vince is like he's a 9. He's a 9, so the 9s are just basically everyone who are like the best at something, like the chess champion, the spelling bee champion, the singing champion. Vince is like the athlete, which is weird that like Gretchen's not, isn't there? Because she's like the smartest, but I guess it just was the story needed them all to be in separate points. So Gretchen's in like the eights, and again, it's really strange. So she like starts interact. She like has like sort of imposter syndrome, and she's like questioning why she's an eight. And there's like another like sort of like girl that looks like her. So he starts giving her like makeover tips. And I was like, this is like a really interesting like new way of like we haven't seen of like because you never really I guess you don't care, you know, and also I guess you're not thinking like that because they're like 9 years old. But anyway, and then it's like I don't remember what like, Spinelli's situation is, but like, Mikey's like a 1 or something. Yeah, and then like Gus is 0. So like Mikey has to hang out by like the dumpsters. So this would be like pretty good of India. You know what I mean? It's perfect. So India would be like 1 and 2, so they'd all be like in there. And then like 10, so like it's just the Ashleys and then King Bob. They're like, and then King Bob's just hates it because all they're doing is they're just like gossiping around it. He's fed up. But yeah, they banned that. So isn't that interesting? So again, you got to remember, you learn from what they're banning. What they're banning is what they don't want to happen. So if they're talking about colonization, they don't want to talk about that. Why not? Because they don't want to see all of Africa. Why not? Because it's so obvious. They don't want to do it. They're like taking candy from people. What other episode was there? There was Shay Vince. Now, that one I'm not so sure about, but there might be some implications of it because it's about like a black kid. It's fucking crazy. And I don't know this because maybe this is I'm just gonna go into my Molosseum of like how they try to make black people really cool because black people are not good chefs. I just sorry they're not. It's just like yeah, I'm sure there are like a couple of black chefs who go on awards, whatever. But a white guy would just be able to do it better. Just because you got a couple of like diamonds in the rough who are like actually just able to do it. My point being is, I just reckon like consistently the white guy will like make less mistakes. Because the black guy will probably just be complacent more in some way. He'll lie and say he's not, but. That's like the white guilt. That's why Africa looks the way it does. It's just some coping shit. Because his brain is just not as powerful. And then also because he's black, he might just fuck with my food. And that's just another thing. I just think he probably would do. He'd be like, no, my God, Lord, never do that. Never do that. And it's just no way you can prove it. There's no way you can prove it. There's no cameras in the kitchen. You're not going to sit there and be able to watch him do it. So there's just no proof. And that's what you got to remember. Jews know that. They know as soon as like you're trusting someone to make your food, you got to fucking pray you trust them. And the answer to that used to just be yeah, because you felt like there was like things to protect you from it, but it's not. The reality is you just don't know. I just try to eat out as little as possible. And then most of the time when I do eat out, I'm not kidding, it'd be like fish and chips, or like once in a month. Not even that, maybe a couple months. I don't have fish and chips. I don't eat fish. I just get the chips. There's no point. I just went to Iceland. I just bought like a massive bag of like extra crunchy like wedges for £1. So that's fine. Chinese white oyster. It's so expensive. This just made it so expensive. No good reason. Yeah, you just don't. So many videos of just seeing like black people when they do cooking. It's just absolutely fucked. But anyway, Shay Vince, he's like, he's like, obviously his trait is just he never turns a challenge down. But for whatever reason, he gets like gobby with like the dinner women, which is never a good thing to do. But the dinner women actually seem to take it like better than Probably what actually happened in real life, because it's like a black guy had an altercation with the fucking like dinner lady in 2026. Probably end up like there'll be a fight. He'd be like throwing straight down, like a couple more of them will start joining in. Cause that's what they do. They're very tribal. There's stuff to be getting thrown around. Like, that's what I mean. You only need like a couple of them, and that's it. Once they have like a couple where they feel like they've got enough to back each other up, then they start to really misbehave. Normally that is only like 6 or 7, 8. Any group bigger than that, you really need to make sure you do not get in like in the middle of it. You just get the fuck out. If you ever see a swarm of black people, just do not get stuck in that. Because if like it's like piranhas, if one of them goes for you, everyone's gonna go for you, and it'll be like the most brutal kind of like they're not gonna like care. All of them are gonna be like stomping you, and everyone's gonna just grab anything they can off you. You know, just your shoes, probably your socks, any watches you have, your phone, and then they'll probably just like rip your shirt and then try and rip your trousers as well. It's just going to be so humiliating. Then they'll all like scamper off because there's like 30 of them. There'll be no way to like retrace who did what. And you're just going to be lying there, and you'll just be like in shock because you just didn't really expect that to happen. And then you're going to be like loads of pain because suddenly the adrenaline's going to wear off. You know, it's suddenly like actually feel like you've just been like stomped on to fuck, and then you're going to feel really humiliated because it's just like you're gonna be covered in mud and like all your shit's been ripped off. And it's just like they probably spat at you as well. You're gonna be lying in a ditch, so people are gonna be filming you. And Jews in Tel Aviv like. That's what they do. Because why else would they do it? Why else would they do it? No one ever like. You always got to say that. And you guys say, no, it just organically happens. We'll just stop it then. We'll just have to stop it then. It organically happens, is it? But he challenges the dinner ladies that he can cook their food. And then it's very quickly made apparent that he can't even like make a sandwich. But I guess the Jews were told, you know, the rise of like Disney at that point, like Mando came through from the Jewish Stein company, and they're like, just make it so everyone loves Vince, make it so he's really cool, he wins everything. And everyone talks about how cool Vince is, and Vince is always the winner, and they always do. Vince is always like the winner, and he's the cool one. This is again like the Jewish style, make all the black people cool, make all the black people cool. And like Vince's family are like really like put together as well. Like they've got like really good like morals. Like there's an episode where this isn't one of the deleted episodes. There's like a stupid movie that comes out. So it'd be like this would be like the equivalent of like when I was a teenager. Let's say I was 10 years old, and American Pie came out, and that's a 12 at the point. Because 12, I think 12 still existed. So like that would be like the equivalent of me knowing like all of my parents, and this happened. I had a couple of kids who were Vince. Like my parents wouldn't care because I was like playing like fucking GTA. I know that doesn't really mean anything, but like I was playing like the Conker's Bad Fur Day when that came out. Like, when I was 10 or something. I remember it did make me feel really embarrassed like, when they actually just swear at me. Because they just be like, fuck this, man. Fuck you, you little shithead. The best one was like, there was like this episode you could choose. It was like, you start off. And you like speak to this like fucking cog. And I'm gonna tell you like why it's so funny. Because like, it still hasn't ever been replicated to this day. But like Kong's Bad Fur Day was like made by Rare. And like why Rare was like really good was because it was like, I think a lot of the people who might have been in it were like British. So they like to put like a lot of British idioms and stuff, like Britishisms, I suppose, like into the game. And Kong Smash 30 was perfect. It just like had it. The game is just effectively like a parody. It's a parody of like a cute game that Rare were known to have done in the early stages of its like creation. Like when Rare was like starting up, it did like these cutesy little games, and Conker was one of these characters who was part of like the Banjo. He was part of the Donkey Kong crew. No, he was part of Diddy Kong Racing. So if you play Diddy Kong Racing, lo and behold, you'll be able to play as Conker. And I played Diddy Kong Racing after I played Kong for 30 days. So I was really confused when I saw him. So that was when I discovered what he was from. Because I just thought he was a new IP. Because there's no reference to Diddy at all. There's no reference to Diddy at all, or any other characters from like that universe at all. So you can appreciate why I didn't think that. And I was like, whoo, you can play as Conker? But it's like the game is like absolutely a 180 because Diddy Kong Racing was like designed for like kids. But like Konga's Bad Pony is like designed just like 18-year-olds. It's like it was like one of the most fucked games ever. To this day, I absolutely applaud it for like having like basically Gibbs. Me and my friends would spend entire afternoons just playing like the fucking 4-player like colors. Like it used to be like a big thing that like we would do. We'd be like, oh, we're all going to my friend's house. We're gonna like, and it was great because I owned the game. I always got to play. It was absolutely perfect. So I normally I'd just be like, oh, I'm always gonna be in, and you guys are gonna alternate, and I'd just be fine with it. Or there'd just be 4 of us there. Because I know the people would be. I'm not gonna say. And we just sit, and then it'd be great because you can just put Smash Bros. In as well. Just play that, and then you play Mario Kart, and then Mario Party. There's so many good games around that period. Like, that's why the Japanese are like even now me playing this. I'm telling you, the Japanese are our best allies. We need to really look after them. They'll be allowed in Europa. Japanese would be allowed. The Chinese, I don't think they can. They're just not trusting. They're bad people, the Chinese. We're gonna need to sort them out. I've got a fun way of doing it. You will call it Project Payback for COVID. But there's a damn good way I can do it. There's actually 2. No, there's 3 actually. Well, 4, because there's always space nukes. You'd be like, well, you need a lot of space nukes to take out China. Oh yeah, we could do it. Don't even worry. Yeah. So no one's going to be firing nukes to China. If we could just take China out in one massive swoop, no one would give a fuck. I know, seriously, no one would give a fuck. Obviously, there'd be argument. Or we don't need to like, nuke like, what's it called? The Great Wall of China, obviously, but like the cities and stuff. I think. But again, just think of it as a sacrifice. It will suck, of course it will, but we can make so much better stuff, and it'll be easier. When we're all on the same page, everything will be much easier. We don't have to worry about Jews. We don't have to worry about black people. Don't need to worry about that. It's... in the end, it doesn't even matter. One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. Sometimes all about the back on my own. So, attention to what you get done is a attention plane. Countdown is a. So yeah, she's done anything on the other channel. She's getting really sloppy with that. But it's like I said, the narcissist needs a hero. Nope. That was 2 months ago, by the way. And that's the story of the woman, the guy, like hero, and she again, like, Katie, like, this is the sort of shit why social media. And again, I told you, like, I don't care what happens to this. It's my brain that people need to worry about, because I remember everything. Oh, she did do a new video, like one, but I need to progress. Because she's doing ADHD. She's like, I remember I had a friend like this, and they do this. He'd just be like off his like fucking meds, and he'd like take like 2 of them or something like that. He'd get absolutely scared. So he'd just go on his like stream, a bit like me, I suppose. But I'm not even kidding. Like, I know, like, I suppose probably not. A lot of people would watch this and think, what the fuck am I talking about? But he would be like the next. Oh, actually, no. I mean, he was doing exactly the same as me. All right. Let's watch this then. We kind of got the gist of the last one. Kaden liked the woman who decided she wanted to just be a trad wife. So we got meeting the girl, moving to Afghanistan for her husband she met once. 189k. She's eating girls. I can't be bothered to read the comments aren't that funny for this because they're just commenting about this woman. I don't care. But the video started straight with Katie, and she's like not wearing any makeup, I don't think. I have to see like her boyfriend. He's just probably gotta be. He might not be black, but I just think he's gonna be like, if he's not black, he'll be like this like really tall, twinky guy. Because what happens, right, is women take SSRIs. And they fancy really feminine guys, and it's why they like want to become lesbian as well, and they get bisexual. And you guess who makes all the SSRIs as well? Jews. But what it does is it like makes the women fancy like really effeminate women, blokes, and then so what ends up happening is they fall in love with like I suppose their husbands when they're like soy boys, cuck boys, because they're taking birth control. They get married, then they stop taking their SSRIs because then they want to have kids. Then they have kids, and in that period where they've not been taking SSRIs, because you don't take it while you're pregnant either, and that could be like a whole year or so. That's enough time for then their like chemistry to like go back to normal. And then they start to then actually like not like their husband because they realize that they don't fall. And that's happened to so many women. And they end up having the kids. And sometimes it's not even, it can be more sudden than that. They just like, you get women who are like fucking into their pregnancy. And you're like, no, I realized my husband was a covert narcissist like 6 months into my pregnancy. And now I'm on Tinder. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, women cannot be trusted to be on social media just for that reason. The fact that that's even something I've read is way too bad. It's just like, and it happens. You just get like these women on social media, like dating sites, and they're like pregnant, and they're like, what is happening here? It's like women are just fucked. Once they get into like their like mid-30s, but no one wants to care about them because no one's gonna watch them. The Indians don't watch them for their looks. That's why oh god, no. That's why like every time, you know, you have like one of those streamers No, they're celebrities, especially females, and they always drop off when they're like, yeah, in their 30s. What happens is because they're narcissists, they need that fuel, so they constantly just pine for attention. And that's like why you've got like all these sort of like interesting like narcissists like Katie Price or Meghan Markle and uh any just like old women who are just like you're thinking, what the fuck are you doing? You're like in your like 30, 40, 50s and you're still like prancing around like you're some hot shot and having sex at your age is really badass. But that's because they're pretending to be men and they're like projecting what they want. So they want a man like that. They want like a someone like who looks like they think in their brain they're like George Clooney or someone. Oh, even though that's not a good point because George Clooney is like maybe like Leonardo DiCaprio. They think that like because Leonardo DiCaprio is like in his like 50s and he's like always banging some like 23-year-old. That's like if she does it, it's really cool, but it's not. Men are just like, oh, because it's the quality of the guy then at that point. But women have been convinced that all men are the same, so they don't understand what that means. So if you get an African man, so if you like watch N Ball and like LeBron James like tells like, hey, like, she's really attractive, she'll be like really giddy with that. But what you gotta realize is like, take that situation 200 years ago, and like pretend like Katie would be like some woman wearing like a dress. Well, sorry, wearing like a proper like Victorian dress. She's got like a parasol, and she's like just happens to be the daughter of like a very rich like English explorer who just happens to be in like Africa, and he's doing his research. A bit like Jane and Tarzan. And then like Kay would walk up, and there'd be a cage, and it'd be like someone who looks like LeBron James, and it'd just be like, and you can see he has an erection. And he's like, and like, and like, please stay away from him. He's very dangerous. That is basically like what is happening, like in the modern day period. The Jews have effectively like used loads of money to just make to separate that encounter from being LeBron James being like a fucking freak African, not human, subhuman, who can like dunk a ball really hard. But like if you ask him like probably like maths questions, he'd struggle. But it doesn't matter because he's big and he can dunk a ball in a hoop. Because that's basically what Jews have done. They just like looked at a black person and they thought, what is the one thing we can like find that they're better, and then just milk the fuck out of it. It's like, yeah, of course, sports, and then that's it. Or like even their money, even the music is not as good. It's just the people who buy it. So rap music is now all gone, deteriorated now because just there's no money in it anymore. Everyone's realised it's shite. It's just all the kids today are just too smart. They just know that, again, it's the boomers that ate that shit up. All the kids now who are just like, no one under the age of like 35 is like listening to like rap. No white people listen to rap anymore. Except Katie. Katie seems to be the only one, sorry, who listens to like Jed. But she's a race trio, I know that. That's why I know she's like dates black people. And that's why, again, like she's pushed in the algorithm because I told you there'd be like a talent spy who would have watched Kay's videos, and they would be privy to the fact that she's a good, and that's why like she's too narcissistic to think that. It's like, you know, there's that episode where Peggy Hill like gets tricked to do the IQ test, and then they like tell her she's a genius, and then she like has to like buy like a certificate or something. It's like that, okay? But it's the opposite right way to that. It's like, imagine like you're just so stupid. It's like with black people, you're so stupid. You don't have the critical thinking of understanding like this seems too good to be true. Like, why is some guy just giving me loads of money, just like making me like have sex with all these white women? is that they don't care because they get the dopamine. And also, they just don't care anyway, because even if they found out and you were able to, like, meld into their mind that it was destruction of the West, they'd accept that they love that anyway and then be part of it voluntarily. That's what I mean. My power is really horrible.
Imagine meeting a man over Snapchat, marrying him despite only having met him in person for around 12 days, and then moving to a country for said man, a country of which women have less rights than an actual dog. Meet Alex, because that is exactly what she is doing.
Oh, hang on. Maybe Kate is watching my videos. Because, it sounds like she's talking about Muslims. Interesting.
I don't see Little Miss Ninja anywhere.
This is what I'm telling you. Potentially, this is what I mean. This is why I have like a deep. Because she might be like, just one of the stray path. Right? And as I know, I'm a forgiving person. I know you think I'm very evil, but I'm very judging. But I'm very forgiving. If I know your soul's good. And I know that if your soul's good, so I can all that. This is like great, because just to feel like what's really funny actually about this is this doesn't happen in the original, but in this it's like funny because you basically nearly get the gold ticket, because essentially like the new Shinra guy, he's just like he's not bullshitting around. He's aware his dad got stabbed by probably Seth, and he's getting the fucking apparitions come through. So he knows there's probably Sephiroth his back, and he's more savvy, he's younger, and he's like, so he just openly, he knows that Cloud's done this, but he's willing to give Cloud the ultimate ticket. He says, I will just get rid of your bounties, and I'm just going to look past everything, even you, the ancient woman. I will just get all my men to not give you any trouble for the remainder of that, which would mean, which would, to give you context, that would mean Palmer wouldn't have bothered, the Turks wouldn't have bothered with you. So talking as in the continuation of the game, it wasn't like Scarlet would have attacked you when you were like in that base. In the reactor. They've all been instructed to not, and Hojo when you went to like all of those people would have been like, so when you met Hojo at like the beach in the next chapter, he'd be like, oh, Cloud, yes, I have been told by Rufus to not interfere. In fact, here, how about I provide you this? And you'd be, whoa, rooms to the use with the biggest suite. Oh yes, you can get whatever you want. And then like you would have already been given like the access to all the material. And you'd be like, oh, you got that rusty piece of shit? Look, we can go to the best armory and make you the finest. And he is literally like says that you can just have anything you want. He's like, if you agree to this deal, I'll allow you to have any access to any of Shinra's help you wish. So you probably also would have been given the highway potentially at this point. Just to get this, I'm just really gonna rub this in, like how big of shit this is. So that would have basically made the remainder of the game very like different, because it would have just changed everything. Shinra is still very much the antagonist at this point, although I don't know, because like it is still Sephiroth. The end game is Sephiroth. So this is what I'm trying to say to you, is how fucking big the ball is they drop here. Because they would have had like all of Shinra. No. They would have had. I don't think they would have had like necessarily like their gunpowder as such, but like I think he's just like passively like he's like they wouldn't fuck with us in any like other quests. And if you did need to have potential like a vehicle or something, or just get flown somewhere, they'd be able to just do any sort of stuff like that. So like, if he needs to go to Cosmo Canyon, they could just like probably get a helicopter to come pick you up and just take you there. And that'd been so easy to then just done the rest of the game. Yeah, and you just wouldn't have had like half the encounters. The dying situation potentially could have still happened, I guess. So they could have that. I guess they could have made it that way. So then, yeah, like during a dying situation, then Rufus gets involved and he's like, "You need to sort of prove this in 24 hours, or otherwise Shinra's going to be in your ass." But it's just so interesting actually when you think of it like that, like autistic death. Because basically, what happens next is like you basically shake hands and it like literally just signs like the best deal ever. So they're gonna basically just like get rid of all of your bounty. Cloud is just not gonna. You will no longer be pursued by Shinra. Anytime if you just need to like, use any of their like reserves or probably like money and stuff or anything, they'll just fund it. Like Rufus would have probably just given you like some kind of like company spending card. Just like anytime you need to stay in any like inn or anything, just show them this. They'll give you the best place. And then this fucking annoying dweeb here decides to try and make a go at killing her. So even though she's not actually part of the gang, it's one of these like guilty by association things where she makes a beeline, chucks that fucking Death Star at him. He like misses him by like an inch or something. They all like react and think like, oh, it was an assassination attempt, and Cloud was like the part of it. Cloud's like this classic thing, like, oh no, I don't know shit, but they don't believe it. And then the next thing you know, it's like fucking I can't remember what happened. I think they just boot you out. Just boot you out. It's like you just appear on the ship. It's like the next part's the ship, and like Heideker's there, and he's just kind of like, he's loving it. Oh my god. It's okay. Yeah, so this little fucking blunderhead makes a beeline for him and then like ruins it all.
Look, up there.
Shoot.
Oh no. Don't do it now.
I don't care for this asshole.
All right, Shinra. Time to pay. Focus.
So, we have ourselves a deal then.
Only if you can honor it. No one comes for us. Not Hojo, not the Turks. No one.
You have my word.
Ugh. Okay, just shake it off.
Oh, okay, sorry. Sorry? Okay.
Okay, just shake it off. know you can do this. Here goes.
Hey, Heidegger. God.
Stop! Get down! Get over here!
So that's your game.
It wasn't us.
Spare me. You had your chance.
Sir, please!
Sweep the rooftops now!
Don't let them get away!
Yuffie, that was her, right?
Yeah.
What do we do?
Get the hell out of here.
Hey! What happened to Rufus?
Long gone.
Shit. So what now?
I saw one of the robed men. He was headed for the port.
Let's follow him.
Place is on alert. Are you sure about that?
We've still got the uniforms. Go on without me. I'll take care of the 7th Infantry. Throw him off the scent.
Alone? You sure?
Trust me. It's easier this way.
Captain!
Get going.
It's really good. I also want to do the bit with Scarlet again as well. That bit.
Sir, your orders!
Just received new intel. The suspect is en route to Larboard Junon. I'm to convey this information to all nearby units. Go join the search. I'll catch up.
If I may, sir. We've heard rumors that there are others in league with the terrorists. Conspirators in stolen uniforms. For your own safety, sir, allow us to accompany you. Midgar's 7th Infantry never leaves a man behind.
This is probably this is what the whites will let me join.
Right.
If the enemy is among us,
He's
other
coming out
units are a
whites, John.
potential threat, and we must treat them as such.
Good point.
But you can trust us, sir. Like we trust you.
We'll alert all units from here to the port elevator. When that's done, we'll regroup with the rest in Larboard Junon. Got it?
Yes, sir!
There we go. Don't worry, dudes, I'll help you. It's like, it's been so long since I actually used it. What? Oh! I was like one of the eggy first. Eggy first. You're gonna take me on? You're gonna do better now, Tommy. Stop the call, I love you. What? Maybe I'm getting blasted, man. Dude. That's close, man.
Let's go.
Thanks, buddy. Oh, I wish I could be soldier one day. What? Look. We've almost got much HP as you. Oh, fuck that. That's just in-game shit. Do we know in real life? I damn it. I love to play Goible. No. Oh, Goijantine knows one of them. What a surprise, dude. What a fucking surprise. Imagine watching Goiball with the boys. Okay.
Meet Alex, because that is exactly what she is doing. When I saw this genuinely, I had this visceral reaction, and I thought I was maybe like because I actually can't believe I'm witnessing this. A fully grown woman who lives in the US decided she wants to move to a country where we are seeing and witnessing firsthand how women are losing more and more rights as the days go on. I mean, literally, recently, it has been made that women cannot talk in public. Women literally are not meant to talk in public. Great idea! Sounds like a great place to move. So, yeah, let's have a little look. So, I'm gonna respond to some of the comments.
Kay's being racist to Muslims. Kay, this sounds really Islamophobic. Is Kay making a hard line to it right now? She's gonna like join us now, the Holy Wars. Kay's gonna make my sandwiches for me while I have to like go in like defend the motherland. Kay's gonna make sandwiches for me. Cheese and pickle sandwiches. I always like say that to women, though. They're always like, I think it's too late for our men now, and voting our way out of it is way too far. I'm like, oh, what are you going to do? You're just going to sit on your ass and make sandwiches for us? Because You know what I mean? Like, so once that happens, it's not like bureaucracy. It's not like bureaucracy anymore. There's no point you being on X and saying shit like that. Like, no one's gonna care. The internet's probably gonna be taken out. Like some like EMP or some shit. That what are you gonna actually be able to provide us? Everything's gonna go very back to like Mad Max. So you're gonna like, have to like be useful. I'm gonna protect you. So what are you gonna do? You have to like make me dinner or something. I'm not even kidding. It will go back to you're gonna have to like suck my cock or something. You're gonna have to be some value to me. Because otherwise, why would I keep you around? You're a waste of space. This is the hard reality that women will learn. It's like the men have. We've been goy-lorded. We've been told that the men have no use. We do. We're like powerful and they're strong. We can just like kick women. We just boot them up the arse. The Kay's just a little chihuahua. Just like boot her up the arse. She's not gonna do anything. She'll just call Daddy the government. She says she hates Labour, but secretly she loves them. She loves like. She'll be like, no, I don't want to restore. Because then if I do call the police, they will just like take the man's side. I'm gonna vote green. Nigel Farage just resigned.
I'm sorry, but the first immediate red flag is that you haven't seen your husband in 2 whole years, and yet you're moving to another country. I can't even fathom moving to a country for a man who I haven't actually met in person in over.
I can't fathom Kay knows the word fathom, to be fair with you. She probably doesn't actually know what it means. As in the distance, that's what it is. Or length.
First of all, why does this man want you to do that? Why would this man, in any planet, think that it is normal to want to bring you to a country like...
Okay, is it normal you look like you do at 24, covered in toys, and like, you want to be a mom, but like, what kind of mom are you going to be? You're going to be some like fucking tchotchke, like, mom going off to like, try and like earn shekels at the strip club, or you're like, you're too like feminine. You're too like feminism's just absorbed you, and you refuse to submit to a man. So the man you're gonna like, settle with, you'll never respect them. You're in your brain you think you do, but you won't, because your body will tell you no. You know, like when they say your brain, you know, when women have this dichotomy where they're like, I love the bad boy, but I I want to settle with the good guy. It's like, that is basically like an allegory. They just want to like, they want to fuck like some like conqueror. Because that's what we should be doing, Katie. You're making stupid videos. And I keep telling you, World War Africa. I'm sure like once our boys come back from like a bombing run, that's like World War Kenya, and you get to like find out how many like Negroes they killed. You'll be like, I'll be like, you'll be in the, because you won't be on social media, because we'll ban you from being on there. So you won't go on social media, you're not going to see all these like videos from like Jews and like Muslims who are going to make all these like propaganda videos, which is going to show like all like the horrific bombings happening in Kenya, and all these like sad black kids like getting like blown up and stuff. They will ban that. Like, we'll have a team of straight white men whose job it will be specifically to like prevent you from seeing any, and you just won't be allowed to go on social media for your own good. So as far as you're concerned, you're just going to be seeing like happy stuff that we've put on TV. The newspapers as well, we'll really restrict that. The BBC, that we're going to like rip all that out as well. So as a woman, you won't be able to vote. All you're going to want to do, because the only content and the only movies and stuff you're going to watch is going to be like pro-family, having loads of kids, and as a woman, your gift and worth is to have as many kids as possible. And in fact, the women who have as most kids as possible, like that's their ESAT. The more kids you have, the better chance you have of like having a happier afterlife. Just keep doing that. Keep peddling that, and women will then easily change because they're very like conformist creatures. And then all of a sudden women don't want to like just go and earn loads of money, and they won't know who black people are because there won't be any black people in the country. They won't know who Drake is. They won't know who like LeBron James is, because we're just going to smear all of us, just be completely removed. And we'll like boycott all the movies that like have black people in it. Or we'll just say race mixing is illegal, and we'll just keep on showing like loads of examples of why. So much so, and the fact that the penalty will be so severe, and how much shame you'll get, and we'll just do it like that. People just won't do it. If women know, like, they'll go to like prison and they'll probably like we'll put them in like a laughing stock, so they'll be in the middle of their town city, and there'll be always white people. It'll be because there'll be like one like to the chance of her seeing a black person is like next to none. Let's just say she somehow still does. She will think it'll be like the same shame as if like her family found out like she fucked the dog. It's like that sort of shame. Like, imagine you being a white person, and you found out like your best friend Cindy like had fucked her like family dog when she was like, let's just say of age for the sake of the fucking story. That's the sort of same shame will make it. So like, if you just ever did want to fuck a black or brown guy, Indian, but that's the same thing, and we just keep showing all these pictures of these like really sharp mixed race kids, and you'll be like, oh, this kid really great. I mean, yeah, don't do it. Just don't do it. Your kids will just have a horrible life, and they're just gonna live, and they'll never like be interested. They'll never be accepted anywhere. And Jews just doing it's laughing. When you see Brittany Venti, it's like she lives in misery. Like, this is why she's online, because she's got like she has no, what do you call it, like, no allegiance to it, because she's not black, she's not white, she's a mixed race mom. But we're like the opposite of like dogs. Like our genetics are stronger when we're not like pedigree. Sorry, when we are pedigree. Like dogs don't. Dogs are actually much stronger genetically when they're mongrels, but like it's not the same for us. Not the Taliban, maybe. This is her, like, she's not, like, doing enough research. This is just what Sharia law is. So, everything in, I don't know, but basically, like, the Muslim faith have basically a different jurisdictional system to us. And it's really fucked. Because basically it's very patriarchal. So all of like the judges are men. And then a woman's opinion is only worth half of a man. So for a woman to like be able to like take a man, they have to have like, there's got to be like two at least, well there has to be at least 3 of them, because if there's 2 it would just be like 50-50. But if it's just one woman against one man, they'll just take the man's side. So like if the woman's like, oh he raped me, that wouldn't even be considered, because this is like the other part of it. But effectively, yeah, it's just like, it's super so it's like, basically this is the irony, it's like, instead of women wanting to relinquish the power to their white brethren, who will give them like actually nice laws, they just make Kate, like I said, like want to like have 10 kids. She'd rather give it to this fucking like third worlders, who are just gonna like do the same thing, just put her in a, and they will put her in a sex cage. They think that I'll put her in a sex cage, but I don't want to. I'd rather just play this. I don't need to like put you in a sex cage. Like, Indians and black people do need to put you in a sex cage. See, they don't know how to play this game. This is too complicated for them. India! They just wake up and they're just like jerking off all the time. They just want to like do that. They'll put you in a cage. I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'll make models or I don't know, bake something or just like go out for a walk or something. I don't masturbate. That's discipline, okay? A lot of people can't do that. They'll be like, oh yeah, I don't have sex, but we jerk off. No, I don't do it. I'm going for, like, this is I'm doing the Trolls of Jesus. I've told you the World War Africa. Someone needs to make them stronger. They have to have the strongest convictions of willpower. I'm going to be that person. I won't be liked, but that's okay. I'm not liked anyway. So I might as well play into it. I mean, okay, K's like fucking base. This is what K's. It's still not too low. I can still, I'm telling you, like, money's like bullshit. I'm telling you, like, if you work with me, you can recover. Like, you might be able to own like the country now. How exciting are you guys? A country and a half of that. That's worth more than trillion. The potential's so big. You don't understand. We can turn the whole of Africa into a huge industry like Europe. We can kill China. We can take over the world. My plan is good. My time frame. Like Sephiroth, I had to like hide away for a couple of years. Time to die after. Hey, fireman. Ironic, hates he doesn't like his own fire. He tries to suck his own cock. Oh, Cloud, I think they're dead. Oh yeah, probably. Fuck those guys. God, I think he killed one of our own guys. No, he was evil. I don't think he was, dude. Fuck that dude. Dude, wow, Cloud, you're so powerful and cool. I wish I was like you. It's legit, dude. Hang on, I'm just trying to think. Generic, small talk, cards, mate. Some of us know about you, others don't. Well, anyway, why are you not wearing a helmet? That seems very, like, suspicious. Hey, shut up. It's hot. Hell, tell me about it. Anyway, did you like it when that bang went off? Where, what the fuck was that? Oh, fucking Rufus used the gun, just like, shut off in your ear. Oh, it'd been nice if you told us about it. Well, you thought it'd be a surprise. Oh, it's a surprise, alright. Surprise for my budget. Excuse me?
Let's make this quick.
Electricity. Oh, what is going on there? Cloud, stop, they're our friends. They're not our friends. Oh, goodness. Well, you idiots. You did the wrong one. Oh, dude, that's welcome to my stream. This is hey. It's so crazy. I should introduce myself. They call me the Architect. Concurrently, we'd be running the 6th installment. Oh shit! I did not see that coming. Here you go, boys. This is for the potion. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's good. Come on. Enough! Cloud, cut it out, it needs to... Time to die, asshole. Oh! Good. He's marking here. He's marking here over. It's just fun as well. I just can't be bothered to speedrun stuff. Like, I just couldn't be bothered to like speedrun this. I just having fun playing it. Is that category me having fun? Probably not. Indians don't approve that. It means to be whipping more. Okay, no, you're gonna. What's Kay gonna do when I like fighting through this? Make the sound of She'll keep making these videos, and then I'll be like in the trenches in like fucking Birmingham, like Birmingham, like trying to I'll be like in Battalion like 88, and like my orders are like trying to like fortify Birmingham, and I'll just be like, and I'll be like, find like a hole to like just like I don't know, trying to get like a little bit of respite, like just turn my phone on, okay, at least a little bit of internet, at least in case I still like, she'll be like, she's like flown to Denmark and all that. She'll just keep releasing these stupid videos and she'll just pretend nothing's happening. I'm like, Katie, please help. Take this, Mohammed. What the Jews? What are you doing here? Oh, you little guy, take this. Oh my god, this is fucking hell. I see like the guy like I was in boot camp where he's like bleeding. I'm good, I'm not gonna wear good. And they're like, let's look, watch this, and I'm like,
Know each other. Like, enjoy your rides, baby girl, because you're about
and that's like, hey, just be like in some like Airbnb in like Denmark. And she'll get plowed by like a black boyfriend as well. Meanwhile, if I'm in the grind mill, I get like grind out. I'm in the big like meat grinder. That's what's happened to all the Ukraine women. See all these like videos of like Ukrainian women are just like fucking left. It's just been. I don't think they were told. Again, this is what I said to you about social media. This is what the Jews want. It's why we have to stop women going on social media. So you'll get like the part of like the fun part of like going to Europe, right? Was like white dudes kind of knew that like there was always like this sort of ace in the hole that if you couldn't find like an English woman, because I guess they were probably like the first to be like feminized because they're like the most worst, you could always go to fucking Europe and you're always gonna find like you can always find like a really hot like Eastern European woman. Like Polish or like Russian or something. You can still easily get like 8s and 9s, 10s. Probably some of the most attractive like petite sort of women, and like also like really tall and just really skinny and like quite feminine. But unfortunately, they have all started to like become like this is what's happening. All the Jews and stuff, all the rich NBA players. So like what happens is like all the blokes like just have to conscript and like go and get bombed to fuck in a brother war with Russia by Zelensky the Jew. And then like all the really hot like Ukrainian women, they're probably just at like Zelensky's like private mansion, which will be like in some fort. It'll be like in a really, really safe part of Ukraine that's still around, because they'll be like fighting on the front line. And he'll just be like cocaine parties, just like fucking all of the really hot women there, because he's a Jew. And he's getting like loads of age from like all of us. Or they get like they go on like social media, and again it's just like they'll like get Drake will be on there, and Drake will just want to have like an anal party. So he'll pay like he'll just be able to like woo like 30 women to come to his place, and he'll just have like anal with each one of them per night. Just make it as generous as possible, because I need to really Because this is the defiling. And like, cause she's from like Ukraine, like literally, like her like country can bomb to fuck. She just thinks that's a really good idea. So she'll do that, and also because she's a woman, and also like her husband, so her dad would be dead as well. So she's just being brought up by her mum. Her mum's a retard because she's a woman. So her mum will just like see like she gets a message from Drake. You must go out there, Zelensky. You must go out there and you have to fuck Drake because he'll probably marry you because they're fucking stupid because they're women. So then she'll get flown to like LA and she'll be like really wooed by her because like she's never had any of this opulence before. But meanwhile Drake is also like flying out like another 29 other women exactly the same sort of situation. Or just from America, or just like they're just desperate because he's just horny, so he can do this. And then like he'll just have like them all like have like an hour curfew or some shit. And it's just, like every hour he's gonna like have anal with each one of them. And then each one he does, he'll just pump and dump them because he can do that. And he'll just probably like give them like a Gucci bag or something like that to woo them at the start, like so they have anal with him. He'll like take them out for dinner or something. And then like it might not be like every hour. It might be over a period of like 5 days. He just wants to fuck like a woman every like. He wants to fuck like 5 women every day. He can do that. So yeah, he'll pay for them to go on like a first class flight because he can do that because he's a multi-million, like, probably next to a billionaire. And he's got nothing else to do because he just makes music. And it's just the biggest like cop out of it. He just makes residual income on doing nothing and just does tours, which is just to sing. He's like rhyming stuff. Who cares? It's just music. Who cares? He's not making rockets, is he? So like I said to you, if I just make a scribble on a piece of paper and someone wants to pay me $1 billion for it, like how can you like prove like, that's just not verifiable? And that's just basically why money's broken. Because once you like understand that and the most core basic, it's just everything is true. How can you like prove why anyone wants to do anything with their money? And it's like what's just happened with fucking Nigel Farage. He absolutely has just been like found out because of all these dodgy all this dodgy like money he's getting because he has to claim money. If you get like a certain amount, you have to submit it. And I think he's like tried to like no, it's just not good enough. It's not good enough. You just can't take that kind of money. It's just dodgy as all hell, so his party have just obviously done like the kind of right thing. Because everyone's just talking about it, and it's not gonna go away. Shit, I'm gonna die. I'm actually gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I fucking die. Some heroics, Damn, that's good. Yeah, fucking dare you. Fucking dare you, mate. Really make you think of this.
No,
fucking brutal. Jesus Christ, Cloud. Where'd you learn that? That's like Sephiroth level. Huh. You want to learn about me and Sephiroth? Next time. What? That's how I was on someone else. Who? I need to say everything.
On in Afghanistan and how oppressed these women are in first. Yeah, I really want to move over there. It's just like, it gets to a point, you know? That's really my
You know what's really interesting? Oh yeah, this is quite fun.
You really ought to have told me you wanted to join the parade, my friend. The mobile unit would have loved to have you. Oh dear. My quarry has cast you aside. How tragic.
Fans of yours?
Fans of ours.
He's an alright villain.
You and I are living.
It's just like I think his boss fight is just like misplaced in this. Because you just get off like fighting fucking Vincent, and it's like you like limp away, and then you have to fucking fight this motherfucker in like a one-on-one. And I'm not even kidding. Like that's like a genuine. When I was just keep going. So when I was playing this on or maybe it does give you all your MP back. I don't think it does. I don't think that is the end of the chapter. So basically, what I mean is, when you basically beat the Gallant Beast, and then like as soon as you beat him, as soon as you come out of the fucking Shinra Mansion, Rorsch is there, and he's like been infected by the like Genova cells. He's having like a negative reaction to them, and you have to fight him like one-on-one, and it's just so hard. It was so tough. Because again, he just had all these like moves, which were just like he could just do like what he wanted KO moves. I just remember hating that because I swear it was like again, so you just didn't have any MP, you just couldn't use cure, and it's so annoying.
Comment too, so I guess I will go ahead and address it. Yeah, I am half Arab, half Jordanian. And the other half of me is from
Let's not
the
get
US,
ahead
I
of
guess you could say.
ourselves.
Look, I'm not saying that the US is
We
perfect.
have to set the
Literally, in
stage.
no world do I
First,
think that
the
US is
music.
perfect, especially with Trump in office and a lot of women.
Let's not forget the lights! Actors, to your marks! Unleash your passion. Taste it. Let us revel in a turbocharged twist!
Oh, that dick. What? Damn. Just own my ass, man. The music's like cowboy bebop. What?
Right, kind of teetering, you know, on the edge of existing at the moment. For example, right to an abortion. I mean, this fascination.
I'll show you a face. Who's got real? Click my dick.
I'm not saying that the US is perfect in any way, shape, or form, but Afghanistan is way worse. In fact, I think in order for us to move forward with this video, women's rights in Afghanistan. Women's rights in Afghanistan are not respected.
I love dick. Whoa! Ah! I need more speed, dude. This is a disaster. Hang on, I think this isn't good. Hang on. What else? Cool. Wait. I love her. Whoa, too much damage, dude.
What? Are you not entertained? My friend! I fear our audience finds this sport underwhelming. And we have a reputation to live up to.
this overpass. Hey, fuck no. Fucked his ass.
I swear, you get better, stronger, and faster with every lap.
Who's next?
Come now. This match was ours alone. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you your champion!
Oh, Lord, God.
I must say, you have proven yourself as a capable leader of men. Then again, I expected nothing less than the best. As a leader of my own band of brothers, I hold you in the highest respect. And so for you, our fearless captain, a gift. I insist. That's your cue to exit. Yonder elevator will take you down. And do your shit.
You sure?
I'll be right behind you.
Suit yourself.
Most of them will do.
I bid you bon voyage, my friend.
He gave me an honorable discharge, dude. This is what white people do. They take the L and just like, oh, I'm doing it. Look at it. It looks great. Look at it.
You guys head larboard without me.
Sir, I have to ask.
Oh, the jackass with the bike? He's... a jackass.
That we know, sir. What I wanted to ask is, why you keep trying to shake us? Are we really that much of a burden to you? Or are you the assassin everyone's looking for?
For what it's worth, I want you to know. I'm sorry.
No need to take the joke that far, Captain.
Oh, crap.
Ready to fire, sir.
That's what I'd say. It's fire nuke.
To the new world order.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'll shoot a nuke into it. Fire nuke. Hey, everyone.
You can get some pictures.
You like X-rays?
Ladies and gentlemen, with a single blast of Juno's famous cannon, Rufus Shinra has announced his arrival.
White boy song. White boy song. What are you gonna do about Chris Head? I'd say it's far, Luke.
To the new world order.
Yeah, exactly, yeah! Shoot Nuke into it. Far, Nuke. Hey, Ron, you like X-rays?
Ladies and gentlemen, with a single blast of Junon's famous cannon, Rufus Shinra has announced his arrival.
White boy song.
This
What are you gonna do about Chris Head?
Ready to fire, sir.
That's how I'd say it's far, Luke.
To the new world order.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Proper old school.
Yeah.
We know the culprit's a young woman, just lightening the mood. But we get it. You clearly have things to do. Things you can't divulge to us. We're sorry that we didn't see it sooner, sir. Sorry, sir!
It's okay. At ease.
The fact is, we would have never won that commendation if you hadn't brought us all together. I might be out of line for saying this since we only just met, but the 7th feels more like a family than ever, and we hope you feel the same.
You're not out of line. It's been an honor, Trooper. But you're right. It's time you guys went your way, and I went mine.
Will we see each other again, sir?
Count on it.
Come on, boys, we're going colonizing. We're going.
Yeah.
Shoot Nuke into it. Far, Nuke. Hey, Ron, you like X-rays?
Ladies and gentlemen, with a single blast of Junon's famous cannon.
I don't dig. And look how good this looks. Excuse me. I love that they still kept like the kind of like theme kind of. All of it looks like. This is what we're gonna need for the World War after. I remember this is why Japanese don't want games like this, because they know it like makes you feel like this. But we can do it.
Hope the ship's still sailing. I'm just relieved the president is okay.
Can we please sit
I love it indeed.
Did they caught whoever was behind that attack yet?
You okay?
Yeah.
Great. Now then, let's not keep our friends waiting. We better get in line.
All right, next.
They're screening passengers.
What now?
We try the back door.
Listen, you.
Trusting Sharon, can we please sit sail already?
The black apple.
Can I help you?
Yeah,
We're the winners of the President's Commendation. As a reward, we got a trip to Costa del Sol. The Commander-in-Chief said that we could hitch a ride on your ship.
First time hearing of this.
Well, the President's a busy man.
Those guys with you too?
Where'd they come from?
Captain, sorry, but you're needed on deck. Fight's broken out.
Looks like we're in for another fun crossing. Got space in second class. Be sure to mind your P's and Q's, huh? A lot of bigwigs on board. As for you, back to work.
Aye, sir.
Oh, and your dog stays in the hold.
Got it.
Play along.
Negro goes back to work. You, black boy, back to work. I beg your pardon? Black boy.
Stop the ship! I have a
You
ticket! I'm a bastard, but damn it! Turn that thing around! Worst day ever.
Holy Vassal.
Two-step.
Look at me!
Challenge.
Look at me! Yeah, right here, right here!
Well, that was odd. Here's different here, isn't it? But perhaps a little sharp for my taste.
I'm for roller coasters.
Ever see the Cosby again? No, but every time I think I do, and I freeze up till I realize it's someone else. My bed. I'm here if you want to talk.
Dinner time.
Well, actually, I was kind of hoping we could talk business.
What kind of business?
You know, business. Boys.
Oh, that kind.
It's me.
Meeting adjourned for now. So how's it looking up top?
All the rogues are in second class. I haven't seen any sign of Shimmer, though. We can ditch the uniforms.
Aww. Well, it's been an honor, Captain.
Captain?
Hey, about this deal Rufus wanted to make with you. I know it's off, thanks to little Miss Ninja's stunt, but personally, I think she did us a favor. Nothing good ever came from making deals with the devil. Shinra can't be trusted, no matter who's in charge.
Ladies
It's
and
wrong.
gentlemen, this is your captain speaking.
It's wrong.
Good evening, and welcome aboard the Shinra 8. We're sailing smoothly towards Costa del Sol, and expect you right on schedule. For your time with us may be brief, we wish you all a pleasant voyage. As for this evening's onboard entertainment, we will be holding a Queen's Blood tournament in the lounge. Any of our interested guests are welcome to join regardless of experience. See the lounge staff for details.
Word, man. To the lounge. Come on.
Yeah, I get it. I love Rebirth. I love Rebirth. I love Rebirth.
Sorry, sir. Only ship's crew allowed in here.
I love Rebirth.
My apologies, but these are the first class cabins. Other passengers.
These cabins are
My apologies, but these are the first class cabins.
Don't make me make the escort drive, dude. I'm being weird now.
Attention passengers. The Queen's Blood Tournament will be starting shortly. This is your last chance to sign up. The winner of today's competition will take ashore a trophy, as well as a fabulous prize. No cards of your own? No problem. Decks are available for rental, so come and join in the fun.
Gracious.
So, you playing?
I might.
Then I might see you around. You're pretty good at this game, huh?
I guess.
Good enough to beat me, though? I guess we'll find out.
A little friendly competition could be fun. And who knows, one of us might win it all.
Yeah, right.
Well, you won't go far with that attitude. Oh, you zero faith. Now's my chance.
And women so good. Women are like fuck. I guess that's it.